for the ages. And away we go. Here we are in the finals. My opponent is deciding whether or not he wants to mulligan. I don't think I will. I have all my colors. I've been very fortunate there. He kept his 7, and I will keep mine. If I want to, I can go with a pretty aggressive turn 2 Aven. I've got the Sidisi, I've got the Scout the Borders to be able to hit something off of it. So everybody's pretty happy. Also got the Scheming. So I think next turn... Oh, I've got Ascendancy too. This is nice. Okay. So, let's see. That one is good for the green, so I'll play a blue. Now I do still need black. This is not the tri-land that is best, but it is at the very least a duel. So if I can hit black next turn, I'm going to be thrilled. If not, I guess I just scout the borders to be able to grab a land. Okay. So I will attack through, scout some borders to grab a land. Okay, so it looks like he's also doing the 4-color crazy deck. Maybe even the 5-color madness deck. Let's see, this is good for black and green, but I don't have any other black, blue, green. Oh, I did have that. What am I doing? Man, I have just been off my game recently. I think I need more sleep. Okay, so I can grab a creature or a land. Suppose here I am land light, and I do need that last land to be able to play. So I'm gonna grab the basic swamp. And the rest go to the yard. Doesn't really matter what order they go in. I don't think there's anything in this format that enables you to be able to do something with the order that your cards are in. It's not like something says if 3 cards are on top of this. So anyway, I managed to fetch myself a land. Alright, he's got a vanilla 3/3. That's fine. At least I'll get 1 activation off of this, and then the Ascendancy will do some work. I also have Hooded Hydra, which is pretty strong. This will go through. Scavenger is going to come out dirt cheap. So I'm glad that I got that Swamp, because it means that I can both Ascendancy and Scavenger on the same turn. Okay. Alright, so I do manage to get a zombie, Pine Walker, and a Parapet. Really? Okay, so he attacks. So he's really got to want the raid, or he has something that's able to block Sidisi. This does not seem to be the right time. Ah, the 4/5. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, I don't have anything. Well, I can play the archer down just to be able to block the 4/5. I can try scheming, so I can find something that'll kill the 4/5. Seems like a reasonable idea. I can scheme and then Scavenger. That seems pretty good. Let's see. I can scheme and then Ascendancy. Okay. So, we'll play the Ascendancy, and then we'll scheme. So we've got an efficient use of mana. Get to drop the archer into the yard, and I also get to keep a Ripper on top. A Ripper and a Right. Let's see. Do I have the mana to play Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a little short. But that is okay. I will get there. I've got some things to do in the meantime. So let's put that on top. Oh, I just put that in my graveyard. Great. I'll put that on top. Alright, yay for Moto misclicks. Alright, so get myself another zombie. I'll fly over, and the next turn I get myself a morph that can be flipped up with the scavenger. Okay, so we're doing alright. Just come in with the 4-5, yeah. And I will take that, because I think that I'm going to be able to get some shots back with my zombies that make it worth more than the 4 points that I would prevent. Alright, so he's got 5 mana and 5 cards. He's got to have some sort of action. And Arc Lightning. That's good. Okay. Well, now this becomes less good. So we'll look at the top 2 cards. Got a strong feeling on what one of them is. Okay, don't really need land anymore. I'm full up there. But I'm pretty happy to get this Ripper. So I will cast that one face down. As such. Then just attack him. I prefer to hold that scavenger so that the morph can be a surprise when I block there. I know that I could reveal it now and get the scavenger start going over, but I'd like to get that 4-5 off of the board. Let's see. I do have double green to be able to flip that up as a 5-5, which will be pretty good. Alright, Evil Homer. Are you going to send in your guy? Okay. Evil Homer sends in his guy. I will block. Can I kind of trick Evil Homer? Alright, so I get him for the 2 life. That's the other reason I wanted to do it. Well, I guess that really was going to happen anyway you do it, but the 2 life makes up a little bit for the fact that I'm not getting through for 3. Uh-oh, I see some mana. Oh, Feat of Resistance. Okay, well, at least I got a card, right? Because that Feat of Resistance could have been used, I was supposed to be able to get through unblocked if I'd only left black things back. So now it's a 5-6, which means that the archer's not really going to do it anymore. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can only be a 3-3 if I play it straight up. Or a 4-4, which is still not going to be that great. Yeah, I'm not looking for land right now. I need more action than land. I can secret him to get 2 cards out. Leaves me with 2 mana, so that's not the best time on it for pretty much any reason. Yeah, I think that this is going to go face down. And then the scavenger will just get played for delve, because it's not like there's any reason for me to hold back on that. Okay. Let's play that. Get him for 2. These zombies have got to sit back and play defense. Uh-oh. Here comes the mana. What's he got? Murderous Cut. Okay. Well, that's fine. I've got a 3-3 coming anyway. Okay. And it will delve. Don't care what it is. Okay, so next turn that's coming up is a 5-5. If he comes at me with this turn, what do? I think I probably chump block just to keep some damage off of my head. Of course, if I chump block, then that means I can't hold those 2 zombies back to block the War Chief. On the other hand, I'm probably going to be drawing some action since I've got Super Scry up right now. So I will just throw that in front. Especially since he's playing red, he can have 5 damage out of nowhere. Alright, does he use that mana? Crackling Doom, that's pretty good. Okay. Well, at least it didn't hit the... Well, actually, if it hit the Hydra, that would be ideal, but I can't flip it. So I just have to lose that. But now I know that he's got Crackling Doom and that I've got that possibility. Okay, and he's got one card left in hand, so that's a good time to use the secret. Okay, so what do I get on Super Scry? Can I have a Disowned Ancestor or an Opulent Palace, none of which really get me anywhere. So I will neglect to draw both of those. I get a Singing Bell Strike. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess I can Bell Strike that. Or I can flip a Hydra and Zombie to block. So that's probably what I want to do here. 5. There's a green source, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, at this point I just pass turn. I also curse Moto for this terrible, terrible interface. Okay. Now if he attacks with everything, I am going to take 6, which is going to be a pretty big pain. Alright, are you sending the team? The other possibility, if he sends the team, is that I can flip this up, eat one of his guys, and chump block. You know, I think I would rather eat his big guy. So let's do it like that. So he wants to kill the Morph first. Smart move. Alright, so now we're going to get ourselves some snakes. Uh-oh, here's mana. Smite the Monstrous. He has Smite the Monstrous. Okay, so I get snakes out of the deal. Alright, I like the Mystic. So I'll draw that, and I guess I Singing Bell Strike. Yeah, just to keep him from using his mana. Or, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah. I think that's what I do, just to tie up his mana. Play 2 for that, morph down the Mystic, and then I kind of go into chump block mode. Alright. So now his mana is tied. Maybe that means that he draws another card and has to sit on it, and then I get to secret for both cards. Now, milling myself at this point is not spectacular, because I only have 6 cards in the yard. So maybe actually hold back that secret. He's at 11. If I attack through with everybody, I can get him for 4, but then he gets me back for 8, and I'm... well, more than that. And I'm dead, so I'm still in chump block mode. I really wish I had some way to recycle my yard. Especially with Delve. Oh man, bring low. Well, that kind of takes down my killing him plan. If I really wanted to get that last card out of his hand, and I saw 2 cards I didn't want, I could leave them on top for the Ascendancy and mill them with the secret. But I still need some sort of path to victory. I'm not sure what that is at the moment. It's certainly not 5 snakes. Alright, well, we've got man, I cannot talk today. Spell Snatcher. So if he plays some really good spell, I could be okay. So we'll cast that one face down. Oh. Set face down, please. Like that. Then I will need another mana. So I guess I accept another mana on the next turn off of the Ascendancy. I'm probably done milling that stuff at this point. With only 4 turns left, I'm going to have to get a pretty good spell off of him. Arrow Storm would be a good one to draw at this point. Having him at 7 would make a lot of difference, especially if he swings through with everybody. Alright, is there anything that we desperately want? Let's see. I guess having Mistfire Weaver could be pretty good, just to fly over. So I am going to go for the Mistfire Weaver on top. Alright, I'll just play that straight. That gives me, well, an increased clock. Not a perfect one. So he's probably going to untap that at this point. Ended up killing one of my snakes. Next turn I can get him down to 9. If I do see a land... Yeah, okay. If I do see a land, I might put that on top over the Death Touch guy. I also could have put the Death Touch guy on top so that I could kill this and save a snake. Okay, so this doesn't have any kind of evasion. It's just a 3/3. That's going to be pretty good. Alright, so he might be going for it here. If he does, we've got to look at a possible crackback. Let's see, I can, you know, if nothing died, I could hit him for 3, 6, 8. Is everybody coming in? Really? Not everybody's coming in. Okay. I guess that's fine. Let's see, what do I want here? See, I don't really want the Dismal Backwater, because that I have to wait a turn on. I also don't want to deck myself, so I can't do anything about anything. So put that one on top and get myself an actual creature. This is absolutely dead in my hand. I will just attack in for 3. I've only got 5 mana, so I can't play the Archer and the Shambling Attendants in the same turn, so I'm going to have to morph it. Shambling Attendant comes out easily with Delve. Whatever you want, Moto. Take all my cards. Okay. So now I will see the last 2 cards of my deck. He's just going to let me deck myself. Okay. So it will come down to an Alpha Strike, Forest, and a Dismal Backwater. Okay. So put that down first, and then grab myself a Forest. Play it, and I think that this might be the final turn. He's got 3 blocks. So I'll block here, here, and here, which will leave me 8 damage, which doesn't quite do it. So I do need to attack just once more over the top with the Mistfire Weaver to get that last little bit of damage in. And then next turn, there will just be absolutely nothing to do. I will have to go through with everybody. At the end of his turn, I will flip over the Archer. Well, it doesn't really make any difference, because if it gets through, it gets through. And it's only 2. So I guess I hold it back. He gains a life. That could be something there. Alright, so ideally I want him to cast an awesome spell that has haste or is just actually a spell. Okay, so he does no such thing. I hold that back, and I look at my card. Okay, no thank you. I'll put that one on top. I will play that one. I will not mill myself since there's nothing to mill. And I will just... Come on, Moto. What are you doing? Okay. I will just come through with everybody. Actually, just attack with everybody. Attack with all creatures. Bam. There we go. And I've got 12 minutes left on my clock. Come on, Evil Homer. Alright, so he didn't play any spells, so I just have to let it go through like that. The game is ended. I got him at -1. Wow. Alright, begin sideboarding. I'm not sure there's really anything that I need to sideboard in or out after that game, so I'm just going to keep it as is. The Secret was a little underwhelming there, but I don't think that's necessarily Secret's fault. So we'll try it like this again and submit the deck. Alright.